Welcome to the 290 Mo podcast. I appreciate your time. If you could introduce yourself for my viewers and listeners.
Hello, my name is Kandii Ladii. You can find me on Instagram at Candielicious. That's with five S's.
For sure, for sure. Thank you. Appreciate you for coming through.
Of course, thank you for having me.
No doubt, no doubt. Time is the most valuable thing that we have. So I
hmm
appreciate you sharing some of yours with me. So while we here, I don't know how familiar you are with my work, but I try to get as much of your full story as we can in this little amount of time. So we're gonna start from the beginning. Where you from? Where you grew up?
Um, I'm from the south side of Chicago, 83rd and Peoria. But I moved to the suburbs in like third grade. So I'm from
Third
Calumet
in
City.
Peoria. Why I used to go on 83rd Peoria. My man, he one of the moles. He had nickel loud out there. He real fat. I don't forget his name.
Wow, I stayed right on the my grandma stayed right on the corner,
He stayed
right
in the
there.
middle of the block, bro.
And my sister had her daddy and her grandma stayed right across from us.
Yeah,
We used to have
this is recent. This is like 10 years ago.
I ain't been over. Well, I still go over there to go like
Yeah,
see the block and stuff, but I ain't been over and kicking it over there in so long since I was a kid.
yeah. I try not to go past certain age. I don't really like that for sure. So, talk to me about your experiences. You know what I'm saying? Growing up. You know what I'm saying? Young out south. You know what I'm saying? Or just where you might.
Like I said, 83rd and Peoria is where I used to be when I was a kid, but I claim Calumet City,
Mhm.
so I'm a suburban girl.
Shout out.
Yeah.
Shout out to Cal City. Okay,
hmm
so talk to me about your experiences in Cal City. Cause Cal City, it's the suburbs, but that shit a hot
The
second
Wild
away. You
Cow,
know what I'm
the
saying?
Wild Cow.
So,
That shit ain't take off till like 2012 when everybody started rapping and shit. That's when the cow started getting crazy. Like
hmm
back when I was a kid, like that shit was like more of it was more not to be racist, but it was more Mexicans and white people when I first moved out there.
yeah.
Yeah, so like it was more suburban to me. Like it wasn't that many fights and stuff going on.
Mm,
But when I got to high school, that's when everything started. Like all the black people started coming from the city
hmm
to the burbs,
For sure.
basically, and that's when it just started. That's when it got lit. It was I'd say my experience out there was like, mm, I fuck with some people.
Mm-hmm.
I fuck with a slim amount of people out there still.
hmm
I say, and I go out there every now and then, probably for some tacos. That's about it.
They got like that on the tacos.
I like Tony tacos.
I don't
They
know.
real authentic. They the authentic ones. I like the real Mexican ones.
We got some spots out west, shorty. You know,
I see. I'm
y'all
not from
far.
out here. I mean, I've been to one out here. I don't remember where it's at, but I'm real picky about
Okay.
where I eat at.
For
Cause
sure, as you should, bro. What you put in your body, bro. But that's what's up. That's what's up. So if you don't mind, talk to me about some of your early aspirations as a shorty. You know what I'm saying? Like, what did you aspire to be as a kid? Like when they told you you could be anything
a
you could
model.
be. For sure, the
Yeah,
whole time.
that's been my main. I've always wanted to be a model, um, runway mainly, and then when I got older, I started doing like more lingerie, swimsuit modeling and stuff.
Mm,
But that's always I always wanted to go to move to New York and be a model
mm.
out there.
What was it about modeling? Like, how did you get in
Cause I always
look?
had the slim petite body
Mm-hmm.
since I was a kid, and I used to do fashion shows like at churches and stuff like that. And all my family used to, oh, you got pretty eyes. You got the face of a model. So it just always stuck with me.
For sure. So growing up, did you have any like favorite models? Any models that you looked up to, or like got your?
Tyra Banks, of course, cause that's all I seen on.
Is she the bank? Is she the? I mean the bank. Is she the?
Not her. I'm sorry,
Is she
but
the goat?
she was. I mean, back then, yeah, I feel like she was. That was her prime back then when she had America's Next Top Model.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I feel like she stamped her name in here. And also, ooh, Eva.
Oh, for sure.
Eva. I love her. I love her still. She an actress now. She got a show. What is it called? I can't remember. Yes, All the King's Men. That is my show. I love. She boss bitch, boss bitch in that.
Mm-hmm.
I love that show.
For sure. So is modeling what you do from then all the way up through high school?
hmm
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
So I one thing I've noticed, I've talked to a few models, you know what I'm saying, on the show. I know it's a few different types of modeling and
Mhm.
styles and stuff like that.
Like
So
I said, lingerie
if
model,
if you could,
runway.
like, what was your favorite, your specialty, and or what kind of model did you turn out to be?
I feel like I could do all, but my favorite to do is lingerie modeling.
Hmm
I love the lingerie, and I do like to walk the runway, but my knees ain't how they used to be back then, and my legs. So like,
You gotta be in shape to do that.
I mean, yeah, I got bad
I was
ankles
just
now.
walking shit. I'm like,
Walking. Okay, walking on flat feet is, yeah.
Mm, okay.
It take a toll on your, like, the older you get. I'm 31, so like the older you get, that take a toll on your body and stuff. So like,
Mhm,
and I'm always walking.
mhm. Okay, okay. So you said I heard you mention like you want to move to New York. You know what I'm saying? Is that's like a big modeling hub too,
Yep,
as
that's why I
well? As
wanted
well?
to.
Oh, you ever visited for
I haven't
modeling?
been there yet.
Okay, okay. So now, you know what I'm saying, you going through high school, you modeling. What's the goal? You know what I'm saying? Is it to be a professional model or get an agent, or do you do like the
That's I
traditional get a
At
job
first, that's
through the
what I wanted to
college?
do. Like in high school, that's what I felt like. Get an agent, because then modeling, you could do acting and stuff. I used to audition for John Robert Powers back in high school,
Mm-hmm.
and I actually got it too. I was supposed to get in, but they was asking for money back then, and back then my mom was like, if they're asking you for money, then she was like, she don't feel like they are legitimate, because if they want you, they would, invest in you. So I cried my eyes out. I cried my eyes out because they had people from Disney Channel and stuff like that they had worked with. So, and I'm like, they, out of all people, they picked me.
Mm-hmm.
So like, yeah.
Now, if you don't mind me asking, a question I ask a lot of my guests, I ask them about their support system. You know what I'm saying, and I'm curious, as a man with a daughter, you know what I'm saying, what was your, you know what I'm saying, family response? Like you say, like, you know what I'm saying, like your favorite is lingerie, but I'm pretty sure you got uncles, brothers, and
I blocked them.
fathers. You know what I'm
I
saying, like.
blocked them from Facebook. I
So
got a family page and I got a regular
for
page.
sure, me too, bro. My personal Snapchat, everything
Mhm.
else is 290 more
And
popping.
I told my brothers and them and my family, I said, I'm sorry, y'all can't be on this one. I'm putting y'all on the church one.
Okay.
Y'all gotta go on that
Okay.
one.
Okay, for sure. So okay, so overall, you know what I'm saying, what would you say your support system is like? I talk to a lot of people who are artists in different ways in their own rights, and they always say their biggest fans is people that they never met before. So overall, what would you say your support system is like on the
When I
model?
first started, I didn't feel like people took me serious, especially people from back when I went to school with. It's a select few that I can say have been rocking with me since I first started.
Hmm.
I feel like now that I came back out, because I stopped. I started in 2015 and I just started back this year in January. So now that I just started back, and I think people take me more serious now than they did back then.
Hmm.
So I feel like I got more support than I had when I first started.
That's dope. That's dope. If you don't mind me asking, why the break?
I moved to Iowa,
Mhm.
and back at Iowa is, it's like a standstill. Like, it's, I tried to do, like, I've had a performance out there before, but it's like the quality wasn't like, the people that I was meeting when I first came out there. I didn't like the quality of the music and stuff that when I was recording, and I didn't have the much support that I had out here.
Hmm.
So I just took, and then I had kids. I started having kids and stuff. So it's like life just went on. But once I got back here, it was like, honestly, what made me start back rapping was my kid's father passed away last year, and I needed something to do.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, I needed something to do to occupy my time.
Mhm. Now before we dive into the music, about the modeling, uh, talk to me about your peers in the modeling industry. You know what I'm saying? Um, like from the modeling TV shows, you see like a little drama, it be a little spicy. You know what I'm saying? What's it like amongst your peers in the modeling industry that you're a part of?
Um, I would. I haven't really got to mingle or be around other models. Like, mine's is just more independent. Like, when people ask me to do something, so it's like I haven't really had to get that experience yet.
Hmm.
Honestly.
For sure. Okay, so are you like an independent model? Do you got an agent
Yeah,
or
no, I'm
agency?
independent and I do it. I book myself, or people, they come to me and ask me. Like I did, I just, last year I did my first body paint,
Mm.
runway thing. Well, actually, no, it wasn't a runway. I thought it was gonna be a runway. I thought I was gonna already be painted and I'll walk out. Oh no, I was standing there, butt booty naked in a thong.
Then they painted you. So
I was so scared. I said, huh? Wait, we doing it? Oh God. And I brought my sister too, and she She didn't make it no better. No better.
I mean, if you're gonna bring anybody, I guess that'd be the best person to bring. And so,
Glad I ain't have my mama call.
right now, with doing modeling, and having an experience like that, is there a type of gig pertaining to modeling that you would turn down? Like you said, that was cool. Would it be anything that you would turn around and be like, no, that's too much? You know what I'm saying?
No, it honestly depends on the person I'm working with, to be honest. Like, cause I've did nude. I've done, the only thing I won't do is porn. I'm gonna put that on there. I've done nude modeling, but I won't do all of that extra. But it really depends on the person that is contacting me, because some people don't have good intentions. So
For sure.
I have to watch. I've ran across people that don't have my good intentions.
Facts. Facts. And I got a question about that, but it's like it's more wrapped into the music, and we're gonna get into that. So before we get deeper into the music, early music aspirations. Who was you listening to early? What was you listening to? What was being played in the house? What was
Jodeci,
OG playing on the
Tyrese,
weekend?
Mary J. Blige, Mary, Kurt Franklin, Donnie McClurkin. I got a mixture of stuff. Like I mix pop, Britney Spears. Like we listen to a lot.
Yeah, for sure.
Ja Rule. But my main thing was R&B. I'm an old soul. I love my old music, 90s throwbacks.
Facts. I grew up in the era where, like, we listen to like a little bit of everything on bro. Like you listen to motherfuckers like Nelly, and then you be listening to Jay-Z, and then Lil Wayne. Like it's a whole bunch. Like now it's like, you know what I'm saying, motherfuckers be trying to stuck in a demographic.
Nah, I can't do all that. What do they call it? The new era. I can't do that music all day, every day. It give me a headache.
Now, who was your favorite though? You know what I'm saying? Out of all of them, did you have any favorites, if any? Like who was your, who posters you have on the wall? Who CDs was you banging?
B2K. B2K and Pretty Ricky.
Oh, okay. No females?
Sierra.
Okay,
Sierra.
that's dope. That's dope. So when do you start creating music, and why?
2015. I used to do poetry first. And I always had a good flow with like rhyming and stuff like that. So one of my friends had told me I should start using my poetry and making, putting a beat to it. So it was a challenge that was going on, Chirac. You remember that Chirac challenge that everybody's doing?
Yeah.
I did that one, and I posted it. I just did in my room, posted it online, and it back then 2,000 views was a lot and stuff. So back then it went viral. It was a whole bunch of shares and stuff.
Like that. A lot, no shit.
Well, that ain't a lot to me no more.
Yeah, I'll tell you. Get here.
So once it went viral, I'm like, all right, bet I'm finna really like start trying to actually put my poetry to some music. I'm gonna try it, and it just took off from there.
Now, poetry is another like art that has like a lot of categories to it. You know what I'm saying? So if any, you know what I'm saying, what kind of poetry did you do? If you had any like specific poetry, like was it?
I honestly, I don't know. I just really write what's on my mind. My first thing that comes to my mind. The type of poet that I wanted to try to be, like, for example, like Wale. That's my inspiration. That type of, or Music Soul Child, how they can just.
I ain't never think about it like that. He is a poet, huh?
Yeah, he a poet.
I fuck with Wale.
Wale, J. Cole, they are poets.
J. Cole,
he raw.
He backed out of non-violent rap beef.
He backed out of a non-violent.
He backed out of a non-violent rap beef. You a rapper?
I mean, he not a violent person then.
It's non-violent.
Oh, okay, you right. Okay.
They want nobody finna get hurt. You supposed to rap, nigga, bro.
No, maybe he just ain't trusted.
Yeah, hey, it is what it is. But no, that's dope. So you use poetry as like a leap pad to get into music. When you first get into music, do you instantly jump into the studio? Do you instantly what?
I was on Facebook, just putting my stuff on there to see, like, get feedback,
like the Chirac challenges and stuff like that. And what was the feedback like?
They said it was cold as hell. Like, they just kept sharing it.
Now, once you getting that type of feedback, when do you be like, all right, I'm finna take it serious. I'm finna start going to the studio. I'm finna start putting it on wax. You know what I'm saying?
And I moved back home from Kentucky. I was in
Oh,
Kentucky.
you move around. God damn.
Yeah, I was staying in Kentucky after I graduated high school.
Mm.
So I did the Chirac out there, and I moved back in like 2014. So once I came out here, I made a song called "Fuck You and What You Been Through," and I made that on a kitchen table with this dude named J15. I mean, it's raw as hell. I still feel like it's raw. Like the beginning was kind of, I ain't like the way I sounded, but for it to be on the kitchen table,
Mm.
that that bitch smack. Sorry for my language.
No, go crazy, bro. Be yourself. I'm sure they come as you are. Now, you know what I'm saying. Talking about how that project came out. Let's talk about your creative process. You know what I'm saying. Like, are you a writer? Are you a freestyler?
I
Do
am a
you
writer.
punch in and
No,
out? You
I
know
am
what
not. I do not do battle raps. I am a.
I'm saying? Battle rap.
Tell them to battle that. No, I don't do that. I'm a writer.
Uh huh.
I used to write books too. So like I write stories and stuff. So I can't I can't just spit it off the top of my head.
Now, when you writing, how much of your real life is in your? Is it art or is it how
Almost
much of your
everything.
real life is?
Almost everything. Fuck you and what you been through. That was definitely about somebody. You're
Mm.
not gonna say no names, but that was about somebody. I got a song called March 8th. That was about my baby daddy. Uh, Grow Sisters. That's a diss song. So most of my songs is yeah
Mm.
about, and two of those songs that I just mentioned. Those are songs that I just made recently because I'm trying to use music as therapy as well. So it kind of helps me cope.
Now, still talking about your creative process, you mentioned, you know what I'm saying, doing that track in the kitchen on the table, you know what I'm saying? What's it like now? Do you got a home studio? Are you going to the studio?
I go
What's
to
it?
a studio. His Malik. It's a home studio, but he constructing downstairs. But he raw.
Mm,
I just did my March 8th and my Grow Sisters, and his quality is still like
mm,
top.
yeah.
I I did my last ride with him too. My first one, and then I did another one with Dr. Big Chris
Mm,
at his studio,
mm,
and he mixed it up a little bit.
mm.
So I've been to professional studios, but I mean I feel like a house studio could get the same as the
Same shit.
yeah.
Bro. The same shit for sure.
It's about the person.
For sure. I noticed that I saw Kanye, he was recording the album in a hotel room on bro, him and Jay-Z. And when I saw that, I was like, I'm finna build a studio.
Yeah, like
Sure.
that's so raw.
But yeah, so how involved are you with the mixing and the mastering? You know what I'm saying? Do you just lay your tracks down and get up out of there, or are you over his shoulder like mix this, turn me up right there, or do you just wait for
I
him to
don't
send you
I don't go over his shoulder. I don't because I don't know what he's really doing. But like I'll listen, and if it's something that I don't like, I'll tell him to fix it. Um, or like once he's done, I will have him send it, and I'll send it out to people that do music as well, and they'll tell me like, oh, tell him to turn you down or something. Because I'm still trying to understand the engineering and stuff like that.
Mhm.
I don't I As long as it don't sound staticky and I don't sound too loud, like I think it's okay. But other musicians will say like, no, he did this or he needs to tweak that.
Right.
So I always get a second opinion.
Yeah, that should be tough because music's subjective as hell. You know what I'm saying? What
Hmm.
sound good to you might not
Might not
sound good
sound
to
right
me.
to
You know what I'm
everybody
saying?
else.
So,
Now if it sound good to me,
mm,
I'm not changing nothing.
mm. So with that being said, does anybody other than you know what I'm saying, get to sample the music? Like, do you be like, check this out, or how you think this sound,
Hmm.
and if you do, who is that person, and why do you
It's a
trust
couple of
them?
people. It's a couple of people. My sister, Mikey Dollars, uh, the engineer that I go to. If I go to somebody else, I get his um opinion as well. My best friend. So it's like more people that I talk to on a day to day basis.
Hmm. Now you named a
And
couple.
Jada.
You shout out for
Shout out to
sure.
Jada Low.
Now you named a couple tracks, you know what I'm saying, and they had like some real life meaning behind them. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying. Now when you creating, do you ever consciously be like, I need one for the radio, I need one for the club, I need one for the ladies, I need a diss track for the niggas? Like, is that something you
Yeah,
consciously
I
think
try.
of,
Yeah,
or do you just go? It's a vibe when you record.
sometimes. Yeah, like I'm trying to work on a juke mix. I'm not a juke. Like I listen to juke, but I'm not a twerk
Right.
music type girl to make it. So it's like some stuff some projects be harder because it's like not my flow. Like some people say like I got some drill songs, computers. I did computers before. I did Chirac was kind
I
of
was say, you
drill.
used to jump off the porch with Chirac. What you talking about? Oh,
So like
shorty.
I feel like I could do drill, but some people feel like that's not my lane. They feel like I do radio music.
Some people.
Yeah.
Fuck them people. Bro, oh shorty. Now, music, you know what I'm saying? Like we said, music is highly subjective, you know what I'm saying? Who would you say you make music for, if anybody?
Myself and my kids. Definitely myself though. I've been in love with music since I was a baby. Honestly, a kid. My parents, that's all they used to play was music. So
What now, you know what I'm saying? Also with doing music, you know what I'm saying? It's with it being subjective, you know what I'm saying? You can't really decide who becomes a fan of it. So with that being said, do you ever get discouraged with music? Do you ever be like, you know what I'm saying, fuck music, I'm finna go be a
yeah,
nerd
back when I
solo or some
was
shit you know what I'm saying?
back when I first started, I got disappointed because I didn't have that much support. So it's just like, man, fuck it. Like, what's the point? You know, some people saying didn't like my stuff, so it's like it got discouraging.
Mm.
So that's another reason why I stopped as well because it was like I'm in Iowa. I'm not really like pushing it how I used to. So it was like, fuck it.
Mm. Now, you shouted out a few people, you know what I'm saying? So what's it like working with other artists? Is that something you cool with, something you rather not do? Do they gotta be gang members? You know what I'm saying? What's how
I definitely don't want to really be around the gang
not
members.
like that, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like yo members, you know what I'm saying? Like yo people.
um, my experiences lately, I haven't really did that many features, but the features that I've done, they've the people that I've worked with have been real genuine. I've run into a lot of genuine people. When I first started, I don't feel like the people that I was running into were genuine. Like, you know, like some people, males, like some, I don't like working with males like that because most males are really just trying to get into you instead of like trying to actually do music and stuff. So I definitely try to peep a vibe before I even get around a person.
Mm.
Honestly, I read energy.
Mm. With you reading energy, you know what I'm saying? Another question I ask a lot of artists is, you know what I'm saying? What's your vibes on the contest, the slot giveaways, the open mics? You know what I'm saying? What's your vibes on them? You think that's something that's good for artists? You think they legit?
Yeah,
You think they fixed? What's
yeah. It honestly it depends on. I feel like it really depends on the crowd, like the type of scenery it is. Like I'm not finna go to something that I know a lot of people not gonna be at if it's not gonna be beneficial. Type. Like sometimes it could because it's networking and stuff, but sometimes it's like it's not worth it
mm-hmm.
to me.
Mm-hmm. Also, you know what I'm saying, with the music, how do you find the music to, like you said, you're doing the juke mix, you know what I'm saying, you got the different vibes on the other songs. How do you find your music, you know what I'm saying, to even get to start making the song?
I go off of the music that I used to listen to back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
So I go back like say for instance like K Camp. I used to listen to him. I still listen to
I
him.
didn't say still used to.
I still listen to him. He raw as hell.
Mm-hmm.
So I type in something like that. Some people have been sending me beats and stuff too, but I go off the basically the genre of music that I like, the flow of music, and I go from there. Kurt Cobain's,
Mm-hmm.
people like that.
Mm-hmm. Now, another thing about doing music, you know what I'm saying, is social media. Social media is a big part, you know what I'm saying, of everything we do nowadays. How involved are you, you know what I'm saying, with social media? Is it something that you enjoy doing, something you rather not do, something you do just because of the businesses that you're in? What's the vibes with social media?
Uh, Facebook toxic.
Yeah, I don't like Facebook.
Facebook is like it's.
My thing with Facebook, I feel like everything on Facebook should go up because all y'all know me personally. Motherfuckers on there that y'all grew up from the dirt. But Instagram and TikTok, motherfuckers don't know me from a can of paint.
And they so
And
supportive.
they like your shit. They
Facebook's
comment.
so messy.
Facebook, they
I
want
love TikTok. TikTok is where I get most of my
TikTok,
I got a video of me and my baby daddy that got 2.6 million right now on accident.
on,
On accident.
bro.
Him and me being ghetto while he was in jail. Like that shit's so funny. But that yeah, TikTok and Instagram is starting to be my platforms that I go to more. I've been trying to stay off Facebook more because like I said, it's too messy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. If I didn't do this, I probably just only have Snapchat. I'm sure. I fuck
I
with
love Snapchat
Instagram.
too.
I like Instagram stories. I get lost in that shit, and they know what I watch. Something
Hmm.
like I'm sure they got me watching
I
like
love
people.
Snapchat, but I
Like
use
no,
it for myself. I don't really be. I got too many people on Snapchat, so I don't watch everybody's Snapchat. I'm sorry, but I watch people that I'll be around. 24/7.
that's how I am with everything though. Cause I really don't scroll on
Yeah.
short. I just post for real. And then I get up off them.
Like I scroll to watch some videos, like some funny videos and
Yeah,
stuff.
for
Now I
sure.
do that, but
Right,
I
for
don't be
sure.
watching people pages and shit. I be trying to mind my business.
You know that. Now, still talking about social media. Do you pay attention to the analytics, like when you release a project or a photo?
The insights and
Or
stuff
yeah, like
sometimes,
mm,
but not really.
it's not important to you.
No,
Okay, for sure. Now,
I don't even know how to work it. Honestly, I don't even know how to get paid on that shit.
mm, it's coming. You gotta learn how to figure it out. For sure.
I'm gonna have to ask one of my nieces or something.
For
They know how to
sure.
do that.
For sure. Watch a YouTube video or something. For sure. I'm like, yeah, yo, you $5,000. You ain't never collected shit. I'm sure. So, you know what I'm saying? What's your goals? You know what I'm saying? Why do you you know what I'm saying, record? Why do you come out to the interviews? Why do you modeling? What's the goal? What you trying to obtain?
Stability to get my kids somewhere to show them something different than just this.
Mm. Now, when you say, you know what I'm saying, you want to show your kids something different. Another question I ask a lot of artists from the city of Chicago, I ask, well, you've already been a few couple different places. Do you feel like you need to leave the city to help your career? Do you think that'll help your career, or do you think you get everything
I
you
feel
need
like
here?
for my career, no.
Mm,
For my kids' safety, yeah,
for sure.
yeah. I stay in Inglewood, so that shit.
Oh yeah. Oh, you staying in Eagle right
It's,
now? Right now, right
yeah.
now.
I ain't gonna tell you the block 'cause don't nobody
Oh
needs to know
shit, I don't
exactly
want
where
to
I
know
stay.
shit. I ain't gonna.
But just know it be busting every damn day, and it's getting hot. The hotter it get,
Oh,
boy,
bro, it's hot right now.
man.
Shorty. So yeah, for sure. You know what I'm saying? That's coming. It's just a matter of time. You know what I'm saying? So, uh, how how does the modeling and the music ever coincide? And if so, like, give me an example on how.
I mean, I feel like it can, and eventually will. It hasn't yet,
Mm-hmm.
but it's been like when I just did that the body painting.
Mm-hmm.
I met some girls that now I'm doing mute like I be around music, and they didn't even know it was me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, y'all remember when y'all did that when y'all performed and stuff at that little? They like, yeah. I'm like, I was the girl that was naked up there with the dress.
They was like, oh.
They like, for real? Yeah, that was me.
For sure, for sure. So let's talk about performing, you know what I'm saying, after, you know what I'm saying, having an experience like that, you know what I'm saying? Cause like one of the things they say to do to get over like stage fright is to imagine
Everybody naked.
right and you standing in front of everybody next to you.
Everybody naked.
So talk to me about performing. What's talk to me about what goes into preparation for a performance for you?
I take a shot. And then they drop it. Like my biggest thing I gotta work on is my introduction. Like when I'm talking to people,
Mm-hmm.
that's I get nervous.
Yeah.
Other than that, as soon as the song drop, I feel like as long as it ain't something that I just dropped.
Mm-hmm.
If it's something I just dropped, I can't. I'm not gonna remember the lyrics like that because I just wrote it.
Right.
So, but lately I feel like it get better and better.
Mm-hmm.
Like as the longer that the more I perform.
Mm-hmm. Now, when you performing, are you know what I'm saying, are you imagining the crowd naked, or are you paying attention to who's locked in? Are you paying attention to who on their
I
phone?
try not to pay attention to none of that. I just try to get it out. Honestly, I zone out. I feel like it's this movie. Call me childish. It's called Soul with Jamie Foxx, and basically the movie was about him going into this different what do they call it? I'm trying to think of the word, but basically he zones out.
Mm-hmm.
He zones out when he is playing the piano and stuff. So basically, that's what I do. I'm in my mode.
Mm-hmm.
So I really don't see nobody.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Now, I asked you about, like, was you working with any agencies or anything on the modeling side, like on the music side? Are you locked in with like any management groups? You signed
Nope,
anything like that? Any
not yet.
situations or anything like that? And are you interested in being signed or being managed or
Managed, yes. because I feel like there's a lot that I need to learn
Mm-hmm.
that a manager can help me, but it's about trusting. That's my problem. I don't trust people. So, and I don't know people's intentions. A lot of people intentions have not been good coming around me. So,
Mm-hmm.
I got trust issues.
Mm-hmm.
So right now I look to my family
Mm-hmm.
more. And I'm pretty sure somebody in my family know how to do the music business. I just got to lock in with them.
Yeah, for sure. Shit, you
So I
can
want
you
to
can
keep it
learn
in
the
the
music
family.
business, bro.
Yeah, I do.
I learned
I
all
was
this shit
just
off YouTube, bro. I ain't go to school, nothing for nothing. I
I
just
was just gonna say I was
YouTube, type
literally
that
just
shit
going to
in.
Kennedy King because I wanted to start. I was going for radio.
Mm,
I was trying to get on the radio host.
that's dope.
At least try to get other people music. If my music don't push out, yeah,
That's
I'm
smart.
good. I love promoting. I love promoting people.
Yeah, that's dope. That's dope. And that's even better, you know what I'm saying? Cause it works well with your art, you know what I'm saying? You can promote yourself,
Yep.
you know what I'm saying, at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So we kinda tiptoed around it earlier, we dipped in and out of it, but if you don't mind me asking, if you don't mind sharing your experiences, what has your experiences been like being a female in the male dominated industry, you know what I'm saying, with the music, like as far as the men are the cameramen, the engineers, they the studio guys, the managers, the promoters. What has your experience been so far being a female in the male dominated industry?
I feel like I might look cute, but I'm a boy at heart. So it's like people have tried, like I said, it's been people that had like didn't have good intentions or was trying to like really get on, but I that's when my nigga mode come in, and it's like now, and then I cut you off.
Mm,
I just cut. I'm not dealing with that shit. Like so, if I feel like I said, if I feel like your energy is on that, I'm cool. I'm not gonna work with you.
for sure. Now, before we get up out of here, let's just talk about what's going on right now, what you working on right now, what's coming up. You know what I'm saying? And matter of fact, let me ask you this: for anybody who may be listening or watching this and seeing you for the first time, what song would you point them to? What project would you point them to? What photo would you point them to for them to get a vibe of who you are and how you coming?
Um, my best song out right now, I feel right now is "Let's Ride." Me and Mikey Dollars just dropped. Well, we haven't dropped the video yet, but we just finished it, so it should be dropping in a couple of weeks. So that's the project that I've been working on. We just finally finished it on Sunday. So now I'm about to probably take a break and work on some more music, and then I'm gonna probably drop another video because I got some songs that I want to drop, like my song March 8th about my baby daddy and Grow Sisters to this song. Yeah, I gotta get that off my rocks,
Mm,
and then I'm gonna work on making some more music.
okay, for sure, for
So
sure.
right now it's videos.
All right. Now, this song, this song. Now you said you don't battle rap, but you did. Is this a response? Is it a
It was personal,
okay? Okay.
personal.
So you probably the first female I had come up here and say she had a diss track. So what's the title of this diss track? And give us a
The Grow
synopsis.
Sisters,
Is that the girls off of Proud Family, right?
the Backdoor Sisters. Yep.
Damn. So what's the inspiration behind that song?
Some backdoor bitches.
Music shit, real
No,
life
not
shit.
music, real life shit.
Mm,
Yeah, that just ain't right in their life and need to get right.
mm-hmm,
I ain't gonna say no names because I'm never gonna cloud another bitch up.
mm-hmm.
Sorry, I'm not getting that. But yeah,
Is it they know who they are type
yeah, they know who
situation?
they is. They know exactly it was about them.
Okay.
They tagged me and everything, but I'm not responding.
They tag you in a response. They put a
Yeah,
response out.
they went live at everything.
Did they rap?
No, they can't rap. They said they was gonna get their mama.
Our mama rap.
I guess.
Damn. Oh, hey, be careful out here, man. She got bars.
All disrespect by elder, so
Mm.
she can have that. I'll let her have it.
Now, what, what, what in in your world gives the green light for the diss track? You know what I'm saying? What happened if you feel like sharing? You know what I'm saying? What gives if in any situation? You know what I'm saying? It could be anybody. You know what I'm saying? What somebody got to do to make it in the music?
I don't know what to say to that. I just went blank. I'm sorry.
It's
I
cool.
just went blank.
That's cool.
Um Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, we can move on to the next question. Now also, you know what I'm saying, with the music and the modeling, you know what I'm saying, have you how have you dipped into the acting as well?
Hmm.
And how what's the vibes with that? Is that something that you still trying to?
Yeah, I think I need acting classes because I mean, people be saying like, "Oh, you did good," and I was like, I think that was corny.
Is it something you want to do, like acting classes, or something you just want to get under your belt? You know what I'm saying? As another.
Under my belt, I mean, I would if I eventually. I probably will take acting classes because like I said, I used to do. I've been in plays in high school, after high school, um, skits. So,
Mhm.
and I be doing like the TikToks and stuff. I love doing the
Oh yeah, for
TikToks.
sure. My baby love that shit. I'm sure. Now, before you get up out of here, any shows, any events coming up?
um, it is one come. I have a performance coming up. May. We don't have the date yet. Jada Lo got some event, R&B event coming up at the end. She just prolonged it, so
Mhm.
it's coming in May, at the end of May. I know that much.
Okay, for sure, for sure. Well, I definitely appreciate your time. Appreciate you coming through, sharing your story.
Thank you.
Before you slide, is there anything that you would like to share with the world before? Anything that you would like to set the record straight? Anything that you would like the world to know about you before we get up out of here?
No, I mean I'm a very humble. I'm probably the realest person that you gonna run into. The very genuine person. So there's nothing to set straight. If you don't fuck with me, then shit, I don't give a fuck. Honestly, I'm a Aries, so we very blunt. It's either you fuck with us or you don't. So,
For sure.
um, other than that, like I said, follow me on Instagram. I do have a clothing line that I will be relaunching called Kandii Ladii.
Mhm.
But other than that, music and mom life.
I do got one
Period.
last question. Candylicious.
Mm-hmm.
How you come up with that? What's the meaning? What's it?
Fergalicious.
Oh, okay.
And then Candy like my name, so it was like it just went. That used to be my song back in the day by Fergie. So it was just like that just look
For
this
sure.
just sound raw. Oh, I am working on I want to work on a project, a EP,
Mm-hmm.
called Candyland.
Mm-hmm.
I think that'll be dope.
That sound dope.
And a game. I want to remake that like an adult version though.
Gotta do that now. You can't just say that now. You gotta do that, motherfuckers.
And don't nobody steal
That's what
my
I was finna say, cause
don't
motherfuckers,
nobody steal it.
motherfuckers steal that idea, bro. They
We got it. We already got it on here
on shit.
live. Well, not live, but shit, it's still recorded.
They ain't turned
That's my
everything
shit.
to them, bro. So, like I said, I definitely appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Enjoy the rest of your evening.
You too.
In a minute, gang.